Chola the Drawer, an artist and adventurer from the UK. Let's get creative.
Hello friends! This week's video, I'm going to be going through all the kit that I pack to go on a mural job. Just like any adventure, preparation is key, so making sure you have all the equipment that you're going to need on the job site. I'm going to go through all the things that I use while on a mural site and all the things that might be helpful for you too. All the kit to actually paint, right down to what I wear, all the way to my shoes. So let's see what's in the trolley. You might not necessarily be close to where you're painting the mural, where you can park a car. The trolley is perfect because you can just move it around to wherever you need. So let's see what's in the box. Starting with what I'm wearing the Lucy and Yak dungarees, and that's because my bestie bought them for me so that I wasn't getting my clothes always covered in paint. It's also super handy because if you're wearing a t-shirt, you can adjust the straps, or if you need to put on a big jumper underneath, you can do that too. Also, it's got lots of pockets, and they're really helpful for if you're up a ladder, you can have your phone, the charger, pencils, chalk, everything in all the pockets, and they're super useful. But if it's a cold day like today, you're gonna want a jumper. So I use just an old hoodie that I don't mind getting dirty, and it's got beautiful colours on the sleeve, and then I can put that underneath the dungarees, which I might need now because it's a bit cold. Then the last couple of things that you need for clothing wise is hat. If it's sunny, keeps the sun off your face, and if it's rainy, it is also helpful to keep the rain off your face. And a waterproof. It's not always perfect conditions to paint outside, so having a waterproof is a must. I painted in the rain in Liverpool, pouring rain, and I wouldn't have been able to do any of that without a waterproof. This is a Mountain Warehouse waterproof that you would use to go in the outdoors hiking, and so it keeps you nice and dry, and oh, it's keeping me warm right now. If it's raining, a hood is a must too. So that's all the kit that I would wear. Oh, and apart from my shoes. So I wear nice and comfy trainers, anything that you're going to be standing on your feet all day for a long time. So something comfortable for your feet. Let's see what we've got equipment wise. Some of my musts. Baby wipes. You never know, you might end up getting paint somewhere and you need to get it off quick. Baby wipes. You might not have a water source near you to wash your paintbrushes. Baby wipes. Paintbrushes. I use this strawberry picking box, and this is handy. I've kind of walked through town carrying my paintbrushes in this before to go and clean them somewhere. And it's really handy if you don't have a water source and you need to put your paintbrushes in some water, then I use this. And it's handy if I need to put my paintbrushes down somewhere as well. So what paintbrushes have I got? My favourite, nice big flat, you can do big areas, all different varieties of sizes. So I have a couple of big ones, and then I would have a variety of different widths. So then I can kind of use different sizes. Plenty of paintbrushes if you're using lots of different colours. And then I get smaller and smaller, nice flat edge to do a little detail. And a paint mixer to mix up those pots of paint before you start. And some old paintbrushes I use to mix up. And I take with me a big old jar, so then I can put the mixers in that straight away, so I don't have to worry about where to put them. I take with me at least 2 bottles of water, 1 bottle for me and 1 bottle to put in case I need to put my paintbrushes in water and there's no tap nearby. an essential is chalk. Just the usual type that you would have kids drawing chalk. I use this to draw out any of my designs. It's really easy to wash off. It's really easy to change the line if you put it in the wrong place. Screwdriver. To get into those tins of paint, you need a screwdriver. The best tape there is around, frog tape. So this keeps a nice clean line if you need a nice edge. So if you are doing stripes or you have just an area of a wall that you want a nice straight line, frog tape is the best. I would take other masking tape with me, but I would use that maybe on an area that I didn't necessarily need as clean a line, or to tape something, tape out an area. But this one is for the freshest clean lines. I always take a couple of tubs with me, takeaway tubs, and this is so that if there's colours I need to mix, I can mix them into these pots, and then that way I have them ready for the next day and they are sealed and kept fresh. So I take a few takeaway tubs with me to mix some colours. Pencils and a pencil sharpener. So this could be to draw out any areas. You always need a pencil. Even if you've got chalk, you never know, there might be a surface you can't use the chalk on, or a colour that it doesn't show up. Pencils are essential and they might break, so take a pencil sharpener. Battery pack. This is going to be if you're going to be out all day with your phone. You might need your phone for the design, to call clients, and you need to keep that charged. You might not be near any plug sockets, so a power bank is essential. GoPro. So this I use to film while I'm out on site, because it has the nice wide angle and it has the long legs that can adapt to any shape. I can attach this onto anything, which means I can get different angles. I usually use it on the time-lapse pro setting, and I'll move it around to different places. I also put it on the edge of my trolley, and then that's super helpful. Now, paint can be messy, so I take a sponge. You can use this to dust off any chalk, to scrub off any area that you need to clean. But I also take J-cloths, a messy one and a clean one. This to take off immediately any paint that's spilled, and this to make sure the area is nice and clean. Sandpaper, just in case there's any rough spots on your surface that you need to sand down, in case the person who painted the wall before left some lumps, etc. And I've also got a couple of palette knives. So I would take with me also a little pot of polyfiller if I knew that the wall might have holes where maybe pictures were hanging or something like that. You want to get a nice clean surface and nice finish, if the client hasn't sorted it out before you get there. Scissors. You never know, there might be something you need to cut, so always have scissors with you just in case. And I've got my lunchbox. You've got to be fed while on a mural job. I've got my Spice Girls lunchbox, and so they come with me. It is from when I was a child, but you could be on the job site all day. There might not be somewhere close by you can get food, so it's always best to be prepared and take something with you. And a hammer. Just in case, I'm going to show you in a minute how I create large circles. I use a little nail, so I tap it in slightly to the wall, and so I take a hammer too. A ruler. If you need a straight edge, you need a ruler. String. So I use this to create circles. So I use a little nail in the wall, cut the length that I want for circles, and put a pencil in it, and then I can move around the shape that I want. I take polythene dust covers, and so this is so that you're using paint, you don't want to get the floor where the inside, outside, or there's furniture around, you don't want to get them messy. So the area next to the wall I would cover with these, so you can cover it, you can put tape along the edge so it stays in place, and then that way you're not going to get the area messy. White spirit, so I would take this just in case you didn't see that you'd spilt some paint, you couldn't get to it straight away, you tried with water and soap and it didn't work, and so then last resort is white spirit. Now you can't forget your paint, however you take that, pots of paint, etc. And newspaper, just in case there is an area that you need to put something down and you haven't got any more polythene left. Newspaper is an emergency surface coverer. And is that everything? So I would also take this bag, so then if there's something I needed to carry away from the site, that I could leave all the other stuff, but I wanted to go to the toilet and it's not nearby, I would take this with all my must-need safety stuff with me. And then plastic boxes. These are handy, you can move around, you can take off the trolley, and you can also stack them up on the trolley, so then that means you can have everything you need. I usually take probably at least 2 of these and they're stacked up on the trolley. So I think that's everything that you need for a mural job. I'd love to know if this has been helpful. Give me a thumbs up if so, and let me know in the comments below if there's something that you think I've missed, if there's something that you take on a mural job that I don't have in my kit. Let me know if this has helped you pack ready for your first mural job. I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you for the next creative adventure.